Hey Year 7 and 8, welcome back to music. This week we are continuing with your percussion project, but we're moving on. So last week you did body percussion and the week before a little bit. It was lovely to see some of your videos that you'd sent in and nice to see what you've been getting up to. This week we are moving on to junk percussion, and last week at the end of the lesson I asked you to find some stuff that you could use this week. So I've been scouring my house. I spent way too long trying to overthink it, as usual. For those of you who know me will know that I do that a lot. I have got a shaker with some rice. Terribly exciting. I've got Christmas sweets tub. Everybody's got one of these hanging around somewhere that you can make noises with. I have got my trusty wooden spoons, but because I'm a nerdy musician, my trusty spoons have got notes and are also drumsticks. Terribly exciting, I know. So I have my sticks. Oh, and I've got cans. I told you not to use drinks cans, but I've got no food cans. So we are going with drinks cans. Pepsi Max, Cherry Pepsi Max, my favourite. I've also got something very exciting using vase, a few glasses. So we're going to do all sorts of things. So if you want to take a couple of minutes to go and find some stuff that you can use for today's lesson. Okay, so the plan is that we are going to do different things with different bits of junk. If you've got some stuff and you haven't got others, you can just use what you've got. You probably will find other stuff that's way better than the stuff that I've picked up from around the house. And the idea is at the end of the lesson that you can use the Acapella app if you've got a phone, and you could put together a video of you playing different parts and different beats. So we'll think about the first instrument. First instrument we're going to go for is just the shaker. Okay, you can make loads of different sounds with the shaker. The most consistent sound is forwards and back. Just keeps going. Okay, if you want to make a bigger, heavier sound, you've got that, but that's a pretty cool sound. So we're going to use that. Next, my tub. So if you've got a tub, the great thing about these, lid on, lid off, doesn't really matter. Great thing about these is you can make different sounds with them. It's not just, okay? So I'm going to use the end of my wooden spoon. You get a different sound tapping on the end to tapping on the corner. So you can have, okay? So take a minute. And if you've got a tub or a bin's great, or a plastic Tupperware container, stop the video and see if you can find yourself a rhythm that goes with that. Okay, so first job is we are going to make a rhythm and a pulse to go underneath your piece. Okay, so I would use something that has got a deep sound, like a box or a bin. Maybe a cardboard box, that might work, as long as it's structurally sound. Basically, the bigger the space, the deeper the sound is going to be, okay? So, for the piece that we're going to do, this is the rhythm that we're going to use. So, if you've got your box or whatever you've got, your bin, if I play it and then you can just join in, okay? I'll only be a small snippet, you can stop, you can rewind, okay? Okay, you'll notice flat hand gives a boomier sound, then fingers. Different instruments, different objects will give you different sounds. So that's that one. Have a go, have a practice. Okay, next we're going to work on like quite a chilled out sound behind in the background. So I've got my rice in my beaker. You can have it in 2 yogurt pots sellotaped together. It could just be a lunchbox with some pasta in it or rice or whatever you've got. That's the rhythm we're going to use for today. Just like that. Okay. You could use rice. It's a bit harsher sounding. You could rub your hands. Okay, so different things, but you're looking for like a soft sound to go underneath. And that's it. Okay, while I was hunting around earlier, found this little thing. I wonder if your parents have got one. They're like for cutting cheese. So I found this, but I thought it'd make a really good sound. Awesome, right? So we're going to use something like this, but it could be anything. Could be, again, you could use the pasta if you haven't used it with your shaker. You could do spoons in a mug or keys jingling. Something that's just got a different noise. You're not going to have it going all the way through, just have little bits. Okay, so something like... Yeah, so find a rhythm that you like with just something that's different. That is definitely different to that. So you want noises that you can hear that you can contrast with. Okay, so go see if you can find something, maybe a comb. If you've got a big thick comb, that might work. And this is just a skewer from toasting marshmallows. Okay, go see what you can find. Okay, the last element to this piece of music is a tune. Now, you don't have to use a tune at all. You could just make some really cool rhythms and layer them over the top of each other. Okay, that's called polyrhythmic. So where you layer multiple rhythms up. So you don't have to have a tune at all. For this lesson, I've put a tune on using glasses and water. So I'm going to let you just go and see what you can find. The easiest way I found was to get my glasses with different amounts of water in, or bottles, and you'll find that they have different pitches. You do not have to have a melody if you don't want to, but if you could do one, that'd be amazing. That's it. So on the next slide, hopefully you will see the entire thing put together. Your job is to go and see if you can produce something similar.